Turn it up, let it start. From block to block, we snatching hearts and jacking money.
Alright, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Morning Glory. My name is Eddie Law. October 30th, the day before Halloween. I'm not a big fan of Halloween, to be honest with you. I mean, I used to be, but here's what I don't fucking understand. Look, this year, it's on a Tuesday night, alright? Can't do shit through Tuesday night. I work Thursday, Wednesday morning. You know what I mean? So it's like you can go out to a party or whatever. All the parties went down on Saturday. Yeah, that's nice. But, I mean, it's cool, whatever. Back in the day, it seemed like every year, like when I was a kid, it seemed like every year was on weekend, like on Friday or Saturday. You know what I mean? And then I do remember having it on Mondays or Tuesdays and shit. That was cool. And, parents would still take me out. My dad would take me and my brother, me and my siblings out to trick or treat and all that shit. And then once you get older, you start going to parties and drinking your ass off, whatever. But yeah, I'm not sure if I'm gonna pass out candy tomorrow. I've been talking to my lady and she's not sure either. We might, who knows? Anyway, welcome to the Morning Glory. My name is Eddie Law. This is KeyboardWarriorsMMA.com. I appreciate you guys tuning in, whether it's on iTunes, on YouTube, Stitcher, Google Play, wherever you're finding us. Appreciate it. Shout out to shout out to the team, Fred Kirby, Just Vacava. Shout out to the homie Mikey T. Shout out to the homie Fight Book MMA, dudes the shit. Shout out to everyone, man. It's a good day. It's a good morning. It really is. So let's talk a little bit of I guess MMA. I didn't get to watch the cards this last weekend. I did get to watch the finishes though, and I'm gonna watch the fights today during my work because I can during work because I'm cool like that. It's nice when you can do that shit, but. I'll be watching those fights, at work and shit. So it'd be pretty cool to see how Covington got outstruck by a jiu-jitsu guy, according to Tyron Woodley. Now, here's the thing about Covington, right? Everyone's upset about his comments about what he said about Sao Paulo and all that shit. I mean, you guys need to recognize the Chael Sonnen shtick when you see it. That's a patented move by Chael Sonnen. You know what I mean? And hey, he's using it for his own, shit, and that's all well and good, right? But it's not new, so settle down. Don't get all upset about it. That being said, this dude trains at American Top Team. You know how many Brazilians train at American Top Team? Yeah, they're probably pretty pissed with what they said about it. That being said, he's not 100% wrong. They did throw a bunch of shit at him during, after the fight and all that, and they had to rush him out of the arena. Like, they need to get his ass out of the fucking country ASAP. That dude is public enemy number one over there, at least for MMA fans, right? But, I mean, are we really going to get upset about shit that he said? Like, think about it. You're going to go into an arena. This is what he said. He said, I went to an arena. A guy, told I was going to die, but 10,000 plus people got shit thrown at me. You know what I mean? It's like, what do you expect his reaction to be? Mind you, he might not even believe that, all that shit that he says to me, that the Brazilians are filthy animals and a bunch of shit, but I'd be a little upset too. That being said, he kind of brought it on himself with his comments beforehand. So, it's a good promo work. It's good promo work by him. He did piss off an entire country, but Chael Sonnen did too. So, it's, it's the same shtick. It's whatever. That being said, I did hear, I saw the ending of that fight, and I did hear that Maya had him in the first round pretty good, but then he gassed out. So it's unfortunate for Maya. I think Maya thought he was gonna, the fight was gonna go to the ground real quick, and he's gonna be able to, sub him. But and I'll watch the fight today to see what I and I'll let you guys know what I thought today on either on the Heel Hook today and or on Keyboard Warriors on Wednesday. But it's I don't know. Maya's not done. That dude's got at least a year left, maybe 2. I mean, he said it himself. I'm pretty sure that was what I read on Twitter. Is that he said he's got another year or 2 to go before he retires, and good on him. I mean, he I can't remember all of his fights off the top of my head, but I don't think he's taken that so much damage that he can't continue fighting. That being said, he is 40 years old, I believe, so it's going to be kind of a rough go for him to continue cutting weight and all that shit and training as hard as he needs to and all that. So we'll find out how he recovers and what goes on from here. But I'm not completely mad at Covington. I think it's an act. You know what I mean? think he's an asshole, but I think it's an act and everything. And I'm not, I laughed at the statement. He had that public apology, and he says that he apologizes to filthy animals for comparing him to the crowd in Sao Paulo. And look, if he really feels like that, what are you gonna do? I mean, they threw shit at him. I mean, they told him he's gonna die and all that shit. And it's just like, dude, what do you expect? Should he have treated, the whole thing? Look, he gave Damian Maia all the respect in the world. He gave that dude respect. From what I saw, you can't deny that. But, but it's just people get all crazy. People get crazy. You ever been to a Raiders game or a Niners game? You know exactly what that's like. Like, they don't give a fuck. They will fucking cuss you and your mother out. If your grandma's there, she's getting punched in the face too. That's how crazy fans of any sport really, can be. So, let's punt the brakes here and come in. By the way, the UFC fucking Twitter account, and that's how Tyron Woodley replied to this shit. But the UFC Twitter account going like, Covington's like, oh, I'm next with the title, and Tyron Woodley says get in line, and they use the axe, chopping the door down with the axe fucking gif. And Woodley's like, dude, you got outstruck by a jiu-jitsu guy. And from what I heard, he did. I'm gonna watch it again today, but if that's true, that's fucking hilarious. But they're trying. I mean, look, they know, they recognize this guy as his promo work is pretty solid. So they might try to bump him up there for a title shot pretty soon. And we'll see if that happens. And if it does, there's gonna be a lot of upset welterweights. I'll say that much. There'll be a lot of pissed off welterweights. There'll be a lot of, honestly, there'll be a lot of annoyed fans. But if they make that fight, Woodley's gonna take him. Either by decision, by staying away from him, or he'll just smash him. I think he'll just smash him. But I mean, if Woodley fights like he used to before he got the title, I mean, it'll be in my opinion, it'll be a fucking quick and easy. But Woodley hasn't fought to win in a long time. He's fought to not lose. So that's kind of where we're at with him. Anyway, and then of course, I did see the finish, and it was sad, but well fucking played by Derek Brunson. Hitting that ridiculous overhand and knocking out Machida. And it was sad to see Machida go down like that, though. I didn't think he was gonna get knocked out like that. I thought for sure that fight was going like decision. I picked Brunson. I did pick Brunson, I believe, but I didn't think it was gonna be like a knockout. Well, maybe I don't remember. It's been fucking long ass weekend. I didn't even get to watch the fight to tell you guys why in a little bit, but I didn't think he was gonna be too crazy. I don't think I might have called it a knockout. I don't remember. Dude, I do so many shows now. It's like, and I keep it consistent. Don't get me wrong. I'm pretty sure I said he knocked him out now. That he knocked him out. Sorry, I knocked him out. Yeah, right. If he died, that Brunson would have knocked him out. Anyway, I think Machida's done. I think they should give him a fight against like Shogun if they would fight, or like an Anderson Silva, or somebody that he could beat. Give him something he could beat. You know what I mean? He should have been able to beat Brunson, but the man's been gone for 2 years. USADA jacked him for 2 years. Machida was honest about some shit, and they gave him 2 years. Like, what the fuck? That's fucking ridiculous in my opinion. So, and don't get it twisted, Machida told on himself. Like, he didn't fucking get caught. If I remember correctly, he told on himself. He was like, hey, I fucking took this shit. My bad. It's gonna, my test is probably gonna pop positive. Let's I just want to get this out there before it gets crazy. And then they fucked him. So that kind of sucked. Now, the argument or the debate is there on the side of still. Is it good for the sport? Is it bad for the sport? It's kind of in the middle right now. They have been fucking up a little bit, lately. But hopefully they iron that shit out. But I think it comes down to whether people want a clean sport or they want sports entertainment. And if you want a WWE type of deal, then you don't use an USADA. You know what I mean? If you want like WWE minus like the fucking story writing and shit. But if you want a sport, which is how they've been trying to market the hell out of UFC and MMA as a whole, then you gotta keep it clean. You know what I mean? Look at what happened to baseball after everyone got busted with roids. Everyone got all fucking self-righteous. Like, oh, yeah, get steroids out of the hit the ball with a stick game. Oh, no, we can't have these baseball players hitting the ball with a stick on steroids. Mind you, that was more fun to fucking watch, by the way. That shit got boring as shit as soon as they took out steroids. I mean, the home runs fucking plummeted. Then they had to switch parks. They changed these. They fucked around with the ball to make it. I don't know exactly what the fuck they did, but I know they did a bunch of shit to try to make the game more exciting. and they want to bullshit that it's still the most popular game in America. It's not. Here's the thing about it though, like whenever there's think about it this way, right? Whenever someone, not this way, this is actually how it is, and I can tell you this because I used to be in the inside of this shit. When someone, a company, a league, anybody gives you numbers, a politician, those numbers are always inflated. It's always bullshit. For example, if someone says, "Oh, the unemployment is down 10%," it's because it's down 5%, it's down 2%. It's because those 2% stop reporting. Those numbers are taking people to file for unemployment. I mean, they don't take into account people that just gave up, said fuck it, I'm not gonna bother. You know what I mean? Like, they don't take that into account. So whenever you hear those numbers, like big, someone took unemployment down this percent. That's bullshit. Those numbers are inflated. Same with ratings. Same with so many people watch this and all that. It's like it's almost always bullshit. You know what I mean? A lot of it has to do with the fact that there's too many factors to fucking look at to get accurate numbers. But most of the time those things are inflated. So just keep that in mind with numbers and shit. But don't get it twisted. American football is America's game. It's no longer baseball. It should's been out for a long time. Anyway, and that might even change at some point with less and less kids playing pee-wee football because moms don't want their kids to get CTE when they're older, their brain damage or concussions and shit, which will screw your life up. So yeah. Anyway, back to Machida. It's an unfortunate situation. He got banned for 2 years because he told on himself. So don't play yourself, as DJ Khaled would say. Yeah, I think he's the one that says that. Don't play yourself. Anyway, didn't watch the fights. Had a long weekend of just staying the fuck off of online. You gotta do this shit once in a while, especially when you do podcasts and you shoot the shit with people all day, all week on Twitter. I do that all week on Twitter. Like, I rarely leave like a tweet without a response. If someone tweets me, I respond. I have discussions, conversations, whatever, shooting the shit, having fun, tweet stuff out for fun, whatever. It's all fun, right? But at some point you gotta unplug. There's times where it's just like it gets to be a lot. And so you unplug, you gotta do some shit. So this weekend I stayed off, for the most part I stayed off, off of Twitter. I stayed off of social media. I stayed off of Facebook for sure. Stayed off of Instagram, stayed off of Snapchat and all that shit for the most part. Had a nice little Saturday, chill the fuck out, got a good workout in. Got to hang out with, the family. I got to hang out with a good lady and, and all that. So it's pretty cool. And Sunday was my day off completely, so I didn't do shit. I actually redboxed Wolfenstein 2, and pretty legit game. I like to play these games that take like long campaigns, and then I binge them on my days off from everything. So it was pretty fun. I also played 2K18 and all that, but for Saturday was so busy with everything, with family stuff and everything, that I couldn't watch the card. Therefore, there was no post-fight show. There should be one this weekend for UFC 217 though, because it's gonna be crazy. Main event, of course, GSP versus Bisping. A lot of shit talk going back and forth between. A lot of shit talk coming from Bisping to GSP. So, as expected, by the way, there was no way you thought GSP was gonna say shit. And GSP's tried. I'm not a fan of you, man. Fuck you, motherfucker, and shit like that. Like, it gets crazy. That's an awful accent, by the way. But he hasn't done a lot. GSP hasn't said a whole lot. He does his, he's talking in the cage, I guess, or with his fists and his takedowns and his hugging and all that other shit. Anyway, but Bisping is gonna keep doing talking to the end, son. He'll be talking in the cage. I don't give a fuck. And of course, the co-main event, Cody Garbrandt against TJ Dillashaw. We'll find out if the beef is real. I think it was a little bit played up. I think they both realized that if they hype this up and get a big payday, I think they're both happy they're on the GSP card. I don't think that card's going to do as well as they hope it will. The numbers are definitely down. They're definitely scrambling to promo a little bit. I don't understand that shit. How is it hard to promo a fucking fight card? You can do any fight card. You can promo it and you can do great numbers. But they dropped the ball, in my opinion, on promotion lately. Like, there was no GSP shit on the UFC YouTube until last week. And we've known about this fight forever. Part of that tells me that they didn't think they were gonna make it to to this, to this weekend. And part of me thinks, I still think there's a possibility, but they've really dropped the ball promoting cards lately. I think they just think that people are just gonna show up. It's irritating as shit. Of course, if there's a McGregor card, they'll promote the fuck out of that because they know it's gonna maximize their money. But in my opinion, they're fucking us up a little bit. But of course, that's just my opinion. I'm not a promoter, and I don't know the ins and outs of it really. I know a few things, and I think they're fucking up a little bit. But this is my opinion. Wow, excuse me. Other shit to talk about. Of course. Joanna champion against Rose Namajunas. That's gonna be a sick fight. I like Rose in that one. I think Joanna's trying a little bit too hard to get in Rose's head, and that's gonna be difficult to do. I don't think Rose wants to keep that fight on the feet, though. I think she definitely wants to get to the ground. It's gonna be on her to get it there. I don't think Joanna's gonna let her just take her down like that. So I think we're gonna get a good fight. Whether or not it's gonna be a finish, I don't think it will be. I think if Rose is to win, it'll be a finish. I think if it's a decision, Joanna probably won it pretty clearly. Just on the stand-up, but we'll see this weekend and shit. And I apologize, the giveaway from Spices Pros kind of fell through. They had an issue with something else, and they had to take their full attention to that. And so, unfortunately, we're not gonna be able to do a giveaway for 217. We might have to push it off until next year. So, apologize for that stuff. I really, really do. They are gonna give me a couple, some goodies to give away in December. So that'll be cool. But as far as the 217 giveaway, that's not gonna happen. So we really apologize for that. It really sucks, but I understand their position and why they can't do it this time around. They're growing just as we are, so it's understandable for sure. Shout out to them anyway. They're really cool people to deal with. All right. Wow, what else is there to talk about? Phoenix Suns still trash. I mean, they play better under Jay Triano. If you guys don't know, they fired Earl Watson, and they basically banned like fucking Eric Bledsoe, which I think is stupid. And they're gonna try and trade him. So there should be a trade within the next few days if they're really gonna trade him, because Ryan McDonough's fucked up that dude's trade value by just shit talking him basically in the media. So it's kind of his fault. Anyway, all right. I'm going to end it here because I'm running out of shit to talk about. So that's going to do it for me today. Appreciate you guys tuning in. If you're on iTunes, thank you very much. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. You probably did if you're on iTunes. If you're on YouTube, though, and you have never subscribed, please subscribe to the YouTube. Subscribe to the iTunes if you prefer the audio stuff. I know I do. I listen to Radio Lab, and Radio Lab's more perfect on my drives, except for, right now, I'm driving to work. But as soon as I turn this recording off, I'm turning on one of the Radio Lab podcasts. But podcasts are cool to, break the monotony of music, because sometimes there's not a lot of good music out there. You don't want to listen to the same shit all the time, because you'll kind of kill the song and go kill the song in your own head. So anyway, I appreciate you guys subscribing. Make sure you join us today. I believe there'll be a Heel Hook show. I haven't talked to Ash yet, but I'm pretty sure I'll get the 10:30 tonight. 10:30 his time is 2:30 p.m. my time. But 10:30 tonight, yeah. I'm like, yeah. So if there is one, it'll be 2:30 p.m. Pacific time, 5:30 p.m. Eastern time. That'll change as soon as we get to daylight savings time. Pretty sure. So I'll let you guys know the times at that point. But Heel Hook show today. Keyboard Warriors on Wednesday. Make sure you guys come hang out. We just shoot the shit about everything. Wednesday's usually the day where shit breaks. Like, if there's any news, it usually breaks on a Wednesday. So have fun with that. Hit you guys up on Twitter. Follow me at Elot31. Follow the page at Keyboard MMA. The web, of course, KeyboardWarriorsMMA.com will get you to all the videos. Keyboard Warriors MMA on iTunes. Make sure you subscribe. And shout out to SpicePros.com. Get yourself some of that good stuff, especially with the candy. Now, it's probably too late now to order candy for Halloween, but fucking they got good shit on there anyway. Go hit it up. Good seasonings. They got all the good shit. If you like the grill, that's the place to go, especially if it's Mexican food. So make sure you check that out. And of course, represent, always staying loyal to the game. Stay loyal, be loyal, stay true. Important shit, 100%. So make sure you go to repthewarriors.com. That is repthewarriors.com. Not worry like I'm worried. Warriors, like Keyboard Warriors. So repthewarriors.com. Get yourself some represent gear. Get yourself some good shit and help us out at the same time. Appreciate that, guys. Yeah, it's gonna do it for me. Everyone have a wonderful day, wonderful night, depending on where you are. And I'll catch you guys later.
Te lo calmo cuando soldier. Must maintain composure at ease, don't like to